2y square plus 9y plus 10 equals to 0. Now, we need to solve this equation by completing square method. So what I'll do, I'll divide this equation by 2, because here the first term, that is coefficient of first term a, is 2, and as per rule we know that the coefficient of first term should be 1, right? So in order to convert this 2 as 1, what you need, you need to divide this whole equation by 2. So when you divide this first term by 2, uh, look, I'm dividing by 2, so this will become y square plus 9y. 9 will also be divided by 2, so it will become 9 by 2y plus 10 by 2. How much? 5 equals to 0 by 2 will remain as 0. Okay, so this is your equation after dividing by 2, right? Okay, now after dividing the equation by 2, what is next? Do you remember? We will comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So if your equation is in this form, you can write it, then it can be written as ax square plus bx plus b by 2 whole square minus b by 2 whole square plus c equals to 0. Is it correct? Okay. So on comparing with its standard form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, if our given question is in this form, we can write it in ax square plus bx plus b by 2 whole square minus b by 2 whole square plus c equals to 0. And we have already discussed about this, that there is no change in the original equation. What are we doing here? We are just changing the form of the equation. As you can see, we are increasing b by 2 whole square, and on the other hand we are decreasing the equation by b by 2 whole square. So in that way there is no change in the original equation, right? It is remain as our original equation, right? Now according to this rule, we going to convert this equation in this form ax square. So before that you need to find out value of b by 2 whole square. So b, that is coefficient of second term, right? Now who will tell me coefficient of second term in our equation? It's 9 by 2, right? 9 by 2. So b by 2 whole square, that is 9 by 2 upon 2. Upon 2. So when you take upon 2, that 2 can be taken in numerator. So here your so when you take that 2 in numerator, that 2 will become 1 upon 2 whole square. Now 9 ones are 9 and 2 twos are 4 whole square. Now 9 upon 4 whole square, how much? Is it 81 upon 16? Yes. So b by 2 whole square is 81 upon 16. What is next? We will add and subtract this 81 upon 16 in our original equation, which we obtained after dividing the given question by 2. So that equation is y square, that is ax square. So here we have y square, then plus bx, that is 9 by 2 y. Then next is plus b by 2 whole square. How much? Very good. That is 81 upon 16. So here I'll take plus 81 upon 16, then minus 81 upon 16. Look, b by 2 whole square, b by 2 whole square. Once we going to add b by 2 whole square, once we need to subtract b by 2 whole square. So here b by 2 whole square is 81 upon 16, and so what we're doing in original equation, once we add and once we subtract, plus c. C, what is value of c? That is 5 in our original equation, which is equals to 0. So it is done. Now next is we will categorize, we will group this equation or terms of this equation in pair of in a pair. In first pair we going to take first 3 terms, in second pair we going to take last 2 terms. So first 3 terms, y square plus 9 by 2 y plus 81 upon 16. These are first 3 terms, so you can write them. Okay, so as I told, okay, first 3 terms will be grouped in together, and last 2 terms will group together. So this way you can write your 5 terms. In first group, you will take y square plus 9 by 2y plus 81 upon 16. In second group, I am taking 81 upon 16 plus 5. Okay. So here There is a mistake. Here we have minus sign. So this should be minus. I am taking minus as a common factor. So this plus will change to minus. Just remember this. Here this sign is negative. So I am taking out minus as common. So the other sign will change. Now, if you remember what we did with these three terms, we will convert them as a plus b whole square. So in order to convert this as a plus b the whole square, what I'll do, I'll take square root of first term. So my first term is y square. So square root of y square is y. Since both the sign are positive in this bracket, so I'll take plus sign. If both are negative, you will take minus sign. If any one of them is negative, you will take minus sign. So y square will become y. This 81 upon 16. What is the square root of 81? 9 and square root of 16? 4. So it's look like a plus b the whole square. Now here we have minus sign. So I'll take minus 81 upon 16 minus 5. So when you simplify this, here you can consider 1. There is no number. There is no number below 1 in denominator. So you can always consider 1. So 81 ones are 81. Here we have minus sign. So here I'll take minus. 16 fives are 80 upon 16 ones are 16 equals to 0. Okay. So next I'll write y plus 9 by 4 whole square minus 81 minus 80 upon 16. You need to simplify this. Now how much? Is it 1 upon 16? Yes. So here I'll take 1 upon 16 equals to 0. Now this negative 1 upon 16 can be transposed to the other side on the right hand side. So when you transpose this minus 1 by 16 to the right hand side, it will become plus 1 by 16. So you can write it as y plus 9 by 4 whole square is equals to positive 1 by 16. Is it clear to everybody? Okay. Now, what next? Do you remember what we're doing next? We need to take square root of both the side. Here you have two sides, left hand side, right hand side. You have some value on the left hand side, you have some value on the right hand side. So here we're going to take square root of both the side. So in order to take square root of both the side, here y plus 9 by 2 whole square. So simply you can write it as y plus 9 by 4 as a square root of this, right? Equals to 1 upon 16. What is the square root of 1 by 16? 1 by 4. Very good. 1 by 4. Now here you can mention that taking square y on its place, this is plus 9 by 4. This plus 9 by 4 can be transposed to this side, right? So here, this is positive 9 by 4. When I'll bring it to the right hand side, it will become negative 9 by 4, and this side you have plus minus 1 by 4, like this. Now y is, this is as you can see here, we have two fractions and denominator of both is same. So what you can do, you can write 9 minus 9 plus 1 upon 4. Here we have plus minus, or we can say y is equals to minus 9 minus 9 minus 1 upon 4. Therefore, y is equals to negative 9 positive 1 will give you negative 8 upon 4, or we can say y equals to negative 9 negative 1 will become negative 10 minus 10 by 4. So these are two values of y, minus 8 upon 4 or minus 10 by 4. We can simplify them. So y is, this 8 can be divided by 4. So 4 2s are 8 minus 2, or y, they numerator and denominator both can be divided by 2. So minus 5 by 2. This is your final answer. Y is minus 2 or y is 5 by 2. So these are two roots of the given quadratic equation. You will write your final answer. The roots of the given equation, quadratic equation, are minus 2 or minus 5 by 2. This is your final answer. So this equation can be arranged as 5x square minus 4x minus 7 equals to 0. Now the given equation is in proper form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. After that, we will convert the coefficient of first term as 1 by dividing this equation by 5. So when you divide this term by 5, you will get x square. Then we can divide this 4 by 5. So you will get 4 upon 5 x minus 7 upon 5 equals to 0. This is on dividing the given equation by 5. So here you will mention that you dividing the given equation by 5. Then you will make comparison, comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. If your question is in this form, then you can write it as ax square plus bx plus b by 2 whole square minus b by 2 whole square plus c equals to 0. So on comparison, we found that our original equation is in this form. So I can write this equation as ax square plus bx plus b by 2 whole square minus b by 2 whole square plus c equals to 0. For that we need value of b by 2 whole square. So I'll calculate b by 2 whole square. The coefficient of b in our question is minus 4 by 5. So I'll write minus 4 by 5 into upon 2. Upon 2 that is 1 upon 2 whole square. So 4 ones are minus 4, 5 twos are 10 whole square. So when you take square of minus 4, how much? Yes, hurry up. Is it 16? This is minus 4. So I'll take square of minus 4, 16, and square of 10 is 100. So this is your third term, 16 upon 100. What I'll do, I'll add this 16 upon 100 in my question. So this is your third term, that is 4 by 25. I'm I'll add this. I'll add and subtract ahead. Now I'm going to write this equation in this form, ax square plus bx. So here I'll take x square as ax square minus 4 by 5 x, then plus b by 2 whole square. This is your b by 2 whole square. So I'll take plus 4 by 25 minus 4 by 25 plus c. Plus c, that is minus 7 by 5 is 0. Now again we have 5 terms. We will categorize them. First 3 together, last 2 together. X square minus 4 by 5 x plus 4 by 25 in first group. In second group, I'll take 4 by 25. Since I'm taking minus as a common factor, so this plus will change to minus. 7 by 5 is 0. We need to convert this first group as a plus b or a minus b whole square, whichever is applicable. So here one is negative sign, one is positive sign. So you can write it as x minus 2 by 5 whole square. So here I am taking square root of first term and square root of third term and whole square. So it can be written as a minus b the whole square. Then minus In second group, we have 4 by 25 minus 7 by 5. So what you can do, you can simplify this part. When you simplify this, you will get 5 fours are 20 minus 25 sevens are 175 upon 25 fives are 125 equals to 0. This will remain same, x minus 2 by 5 whole square, x minus 2 by 5 whole square minus 39 upon 25 equals to 0. This is negative 39 by 25 will become positive. So this side we have x minus 2 by 5 whole square is equals to, this negative will become positive 39 upon 25. Now I'll take square root of both the sides. So in that case you can write it as x minus 2 by 5. I'm taking square root of this is equals to, since 39 is not a perfect square, so you will write it as root 39 upon, this is 25 and square root of 25 is 5. So x minus 2 by 5 equals to root 39 upon 5. I'll transpose this 2 by 5 to the right hand side. So x equals to 2 by 5. This is negative 2 by 5 will become positive. So here we have plus minus. So here you will take plus minus root 39 upon 5. Denominators are same. So you can say x is 2 plus root 39 upon 5, or x 2 minus root 39 upon 5. This is your final answer. So these are two roots of the quadratic equation. One is 2 plus root 39 upon 5 and the other root is 2 minus root 39 upon 5.